You've probably seen those dreamy photos of Bali's rice terraces or Thailand's white sand beaches. But if you had to choose just one, which would actually give you the better trip? Spoiler. Most people pick the wrong one. Let's find out why. Thailand or Indonesia? It's one of the most common travel debates out there. They both offer exotic landscapes, delicious food, and budget-friendly adventures. But when you really break it down, the experience in each is very different. Today, we're putting them head-to-head. From culture and food to costs and hidden gems, you're about to find out which one is actually the better place to visit. If you're someone who's trying to plan a dream vacation in Southeast Asia, you've probably already hit this wall. You only have limited time and money, and both Thailand and Indonesia look amazing. But the last thing you want is to fly across the world and end up thinking, I should have picked the other one. So let's clear it up. 1. The vibe. Let's start with the overall vibe, because the kind of energy each country gives off sets the tone for your entire trip. Thailand is buzzing. Whether you're in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, or one of the islands, there's a constant flow of life. Street food stalls, tuk-tuks, night markets, temples, music. It's sensory overload in the best way. Even the islands, like Koh Phi Phi or Koh Samui, tend to have a bit of a party pulse to them. Indonesia, on the other hand, is more laid back, especially in places like Bali or Lombok. You'll find slower mornings, more nature retreats, yoga studios, rice fields, and fewer crowds if you step outside the tourist hotspots. So if you're looking for non-stop action, Thailand wins here. But if you're chasing peace and quiet, Indonesia's the move. 2. Food. Let's be honest, this might be the real reason you're traveling. Thailand is world famous for its street food. You can eat pad thai, mango sticky rice, and tom yum soup on a plastic stool on the sidewalk, and it'll blow your mind for less than $2. There's an entire food culture in Thailand that's all about freshness, flavor, and affordability. Indonesia's cuisine is super underrated, though. Dishes like nasi goreng, satay, and rendang pack a serious punch. It's spicy, rich, and packed with flavor. But you won't find quite as much variety as you would in Thailand, especially outside touristy areas. So if food is your top priority, Thailand takes the crown. But if you want to try something more unique that not everyone's tasted, Indonesia is a solid contender. 3. Nature and landscapes. Both are drop-dead gorgeous, but in very different ways. Thailand has limestone cliffs jutting out of turquoise water, jungle waterfalls, and elephant sanctuaries. The islands in the south look like they're from a travel ad. You've probably seen Maya Bay and thought it was photoshopped. It's not. Indonesia, though, is next level when it comes to natural variety. It's the world's largest island country, over 17,000 islands. You've got volcano hikes like Mount Bromo, black sand beaches, Komodo dragons, hidden waterfalls in Bali, and even underwater temples. So for pure variety and wow factor, Indonesia has more to offer. It just takes a bit more effort to reach it. 4. Travel costs. Both are budget-friendly, but they don't hit your wallet the same way. Thailand is a backpacker's paradise. You can get a bed, a plate of food, and a day trip for under $20. Everything is efficient and made for tourists, which makes it super easy to move around without burning cash. Indonesia is also cheap, but transportation can be tricky. Because it's made up of islands, you'll end up flying or taking long ferries more often, which adds time and cost. Bali is affordable, but some other parts, like the Gili Islands or Flores, can add up fast if you're hopping around. Bottom line, Thailand is better for budget-conscious, easy travel. Indonesia gives you more bang for your buck in terms of experiences, but only if you're willing to work for it. 5. Tourist crowds. This one's important if you hate elbowing your way through crowds. Thailand is super popular. Places like Phuket and Bangkok can feel packed, especially during high season. It's efficient and safe, but sometimes, you'll feel like you're sharing every moment with 10,000 strangers. Indonesia can feel more remote. Sure, Bali is very touristy now, but head to Java, Sulawesi, or even parts of Lombok, and you'll find beaches where you're the only one there. So if you want to escape the crowds and feel like a traveler, not just a tourist, Indonesia wins. 6. Culture and religion. Thailand is deeply rooted in Buddhist culture. Temples are everywhere, and monks are a daily sight. The respect for tradition and spirituality is very visible, even in cities. Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim-majority country, with a mix of cultures depending on where you go. Bali, for example, is Hindu, which is why it feels so different from the rest of the country. So culturally, Indonesia is more diverse, but Thailand is more uniform and accessible for first-timers. 7. Adventure activities. Love action-packed trips? Let's talk adventure. In Thailand, you can go rock climbing in Krabi, scuba diving in Koh Tao, bathe elephants in Chiang Mai, and jungle trekking in Pai. It's an easy win for adrenaline junkies. Indonesia, though, is underrated here. Surfing in Bali, volcano trekking in Java, diving in Raja Ampat, it's all world-class. The only catch is, some of these adventures are less developed, so you'll need more planning. If you're cool with roughing it a bit, Indonesia has wilder, more raw adventures. If you want something smooth and simple, Thailand's your place. 8. Visa rules. Quick note that matters a lot. Both countries allow tourists from many places to enter visa-free for short stays. But Thailand often gives 30 days, while Indonesia usually gives you 30 as well. But depending on the country, you might have to pay a fee or apply online in advance. Make sure you double-check your country's rules before booking, but overall, pretty even here. 9. Hidden gems. This might be what seals the deal. Thailand's hidden gems are incredible, like the mountain village of Mae Hong Son, or the temples in Sukhothai. But because the country is so traveled, not many places are truly off the map anymore. Indonesia? You could spend a lifetime exploring and still not scratch the surface. Have you heard of Raja Ampat? Or Tanah Toraja? Or the island of Sumba? These places look like something out of a movie, and barely anyone goes there. If you want stories no one else can tell, Indonesia is the wild card. So, Thailand or Indonesia? If you're a first-time traveler, want convenience, amazing food, and culture on every corner, Thailand is probably the better choice. But if you've already been to Southeast Asia, or want something more raw, less touristy, and full of wild surprises, Indonesia is where it's at. Neither one is better, it just depends on what kind of traveler you are. Both countries offer once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Thailand is polished, easy, and packed with action. Indonesia is wild, unpredictable, and full of secrets. Choose based on your vibe. Want comfort and convenience? Thailand. Want the road less traveled? Indonesia. Either way, you're in for something unforgettable. Watch this next video to discover the 10 biggest travel mistakes most people make in Southeast Asia.